One of the biggest banks on Wall Street just told its clients to brace themselves. Morgan Stanley released a report saying a massive AI breakthrough is coming, and that most of the world is not ready for it. This is not some tech blogger guessing. This is a trillion-dollar institution telling the people who control the money that everything is about to change. And the proof? It is already here. AI just outperformed human experts on real economic tasks. Companies are already cutting staff, and the next wave might be the one that changes your career, your industry, and the way businesses are built forever. Let me break it all down. So here is what Morgan Stanley actually said. In their latest research report, they warned that a transformative leap in AI is imminent. Not in 5 years, not in 2 years. They said the market is not prepared for a nonlinear increase in AI capabilities, and that the jump would become evident between April and June of this year. Let that sink in. That is weeks away. The report is built on something called scaling laws. In simple terms, scaling laws mean that when you give AI models more computing power, they get proportionally smarter. And right now, the amount of computing power being built in the United States is unlike anything we have ever seen. Morgan Stanley estimates $2.9 trillion in global data center construction costs through 2028. And over 80% of that spending is still to come. That means the build-out has barely started. They also referenced Elon Musk, who has argued that applying 10 times more compute to training a model can effectively double its intelligence. And Morgan Stanley says the data supports this claim. The scaling laws are holding firm. Now, Morgan Stanley did not just make predictions. They pointed to real evidence. OpenAI's latest model, GPT 5.4, has already scored 83% on the GDP Val benchmark. That is a test designed to measure how well AI performs on economically valuable tasks, the kind of work that real professionals get paid to do. 83% places this model at or above the level of human experts across dozens of professions and the top 9 GDP-producing industries. We are not talking about AI writing poems or generating images. We are talking about AI doing the actual work that drives the economy. But it does not stop there. GPT 5.4 also comes with a 1 million token context window. To put that in perspective, that means the model can read and process the equivalent of about 15 full-length novels in a single prompt. It can absorb an entire company's documentation and give you analysis on the spot. And perhaps the most important part, the model can now autonomously execute multi-step workflows across different software. That means it can open your spreadsheet, analyze the data, create a report, and send it, all without you touching anything. It scored 75% on a benchmark that simulates real desktop productivity tasks. The human baseline on that same test, 72.4. Let me say that again. On tasks that simulate the actual work people do on their computers every single day, AI is now scoring higher than the average human. So what happens when AI can do your job as well as you can, but at a fraction of the cost? Morgan Stanley has an answer for that, and it is not comfortable. The report predicts that AI will become what they call a powerful deflationary force. In plain language, that means companies will be able to get more work done while spending less money on people. And this is not a theory. The bank says executives are already making large-scale workforce reductions because of AI efficiencies. The areas being hit first are the ones you would expect: coding, data analysis, content generation, financial reporting, and customer service. But the report suggests this will spread far beyond those fields as models get more capable. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has gone even further. He has said that in the near future, companies with just 1 to 5 people could outcompete large corporations by relying heavily on AI tools. Think about what that means. A team of 5 people with the right AI systems could challenge a company with 500 employees. And then there's the energy problem. All of this AI requires enormous amounts of electricity. Morgan Stanley estimates the United States could face a power shortage of 9 to 18 gigawatts by 2028. That is roughly 12 to 25% of the electricity needed just to run AI data centers. Some companies are already repurposing old Bitcoin mining facilities into AI compute centers. Others are installing their own power generation systems, including natural gas turbines, directly at data center sites. The demand for energy is so extreme that it is reshaping infrastructure. Now, here is where things get really interesting. And honestly, a little unsettling. The Morgan Stanley report cites Jimmy Baugh, co-founder of Elon Musk's AI company xAI, who suggests that recursive self-improvement could emerge as early as the first half of 2027. Recursive self-improvement means AI systems that can design and improve future versions of themselves. An AI that makes itself smarter, which then makes itself even smarter in a continuous loop. We are not there yet, but the trajectory is clear. And the speed at which this is moving is what makes this moment different from anything we have seen before. So what does this mean for you? Here is the honest answer. If you work in a field where your daily tasks involve processing information, writing reports, analyzing data, or making routine decisions, AI is coming for those tasks. Not necessarily your job, but the parts of your job that can be automated. The people who will thrive are the ones who learn to work alongside these tools, not compete against them. Start experimenting now. Use tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini for your daily work. Learn what they are good at and where they fall short. The goal is not to become an AI expert overnight. The goal is to not be surprised when your company or your industry makes the shift. And if you are an entrepreneur or thinking about starting something, this is probably the biggest window of opportunity in a generation. The tools are available, many of them for free, and they are only getting more powerful. 5 people with AI might outcompete 500, but 1 person with AI and the right idea can build something that was impossible just 2 years ago. That is the state of AI in March 2026. Morgan Stanley is not guessing. They are positioning trillions of dollars around the belief that a massive shift is already underway. And the proof is in the benchmarks, the spending, and the layoffs that are already happening. If you want to stay ahead of this curve, subscribe to Bullents. This is what we do. We cut through the noise and break down the biggest stories in AI and tech so you actually understand what is going on and what to do about it. Drop a comment and tell me, do you think AI will replace your job or make it better? I want to hear your take. I will see you in the next one.